New Braunfels ground, Centurion 7361 Kilo, taxi a flight of 2 Cessna 210s from AAA VFR to Fort Worth Spinks.
And November 7361 Kilo, New Braunfels ground, in flight, runway 13, taxi via Alpha Bravo.
13 via Alpha and Bravo, a 61 Kilo flight.
November 256 Alpha Alpha, clear.
Alright, here we go.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Flying Controller. Today we are taking a Cessna 210 from New Braunfels back up to Fort Worth Spinks. Here we go.
Press start.
Alright guys, we're here taking this here Cessna 210 back up to Fort Worth Spinks from New Braunfels. This thing has a nice panel and a nice setup, good owner. Just needs a ride back up to Spinks. We are actually in a formation flight today with John Wingfield of Wingfield Aviation. If you need any aviation maintenance, go check him out. Fort Worth Spinks, FWS. He'll be following me up, making sure that this airplane's running the way it's supposed to. And on the way up, we'll talk about a couple of air traffic topics that I've seen lately, because I fly and I control, hence the Flying Controller. What you didn't see is we already did a big run up and checked this thing left and right, had a few little issues that we already worked out.
70256 Alpha Alpha, that those two in front of you are a flight of 2, so just as a heads up.
Yes sir, 6 Alpha Alpha.
Just monitoring that. Had a few issues that we already fixed out, and I'm, as a pilot in command, comfortable with flying this thing now. We did a couple of boarded takeoffs, engine performed admirably. And
John, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to do one more right here. Go ahead, I'll be to your right. Okay.
So I got John on the backup radio, and I got air traffic.
Clear us once you make the call. I'll start before you, and that way I'll kind of get to the right. No shit, you'll just go in front of me, I'll follow you. We'll brief it here in a second, just let me do one more just for warm fuzzies.
Alright, so we're going to run this baby up to 1700 RPM. Let's switch that.
Yeah, I'm at 2200 manifold, sorry, 22 inches manifold pressure right now, and at 22 inches I'm getting 1700 RPM, so that's about what you were getting to. That sounds good then. I'm at 22.8 and getting 1700. Perfect, that's good.
Alright, here we go, let's test this thing.
Yeah, that's definitely in the good range.
Alright, we did one, had a manifold pressure rise and an RPM drop. Got another drop, no oil and everything there. And press down. And back up. By the way, you may not see me use the checklist, but I do use it. This will be edited out. Takeoff, we're going to rotate at 75, climb out at 100. And the flaps go up once we get it high enough. Going back to space. 31, 25, mixture. Yep, we got all of our doors and whistles and lights set. Alright, I think we're ready to go.
Alright, I'm satisfied, and I have an idea here. Since your plane we know works, I will chase you, and I'll be flight commander behind you. So you just keep a nice steady course, turn out whichever, and I'll follow you, and that way you're not right behind me or half a mile if I'm start doing anything else. Okay, so you're doing all the comms, I'll just be the first one to take off, and I'll follow the direction, and then you're retarded 10 seconds behind the instructions from tower? Yes. Alright, go ahead and call up, I'll just be listening. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, New Braunfels Tower, Centurion 7361 Kilo, flight of 2, ready for a departure north toward Fort Worth Spinks.
We're going to get our departure.
New Braunfels Tower, Cessna, or Seminole 256 Alpha, cold and short 13, ready for takeoff.
Okay, I can wait. It's not a big deal.
Those motherfuckers.
Alright, 7361 Kilo, New Braunfels, I copy. Stand by, yes. 70256 Alpha Alpha, waiting Alpha release.
6 Kilo, roger. Yeah, it is what it is. But, I mean, I sat here and listened for 5 whole seconds before I said anything.
Pushing on course, I'm sorry. Fly runway heading, maintain 3000, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, maintain.
Also, you put Austin approach in your backup. That's 19-0, I believe. 19-0 backup.
before this guy cuts me off. Alrighty, everything's sounding good, feeling good. Manifold pressure, all the engine instruments are in the green.
7361 Kilo, New Brunswick, tower left turn on course approved, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Alright, left turn on course approved, 7361 Kilo, flight clear for takeoff, runway 13.
Alright, we're going to keep a very close eye on the engine instruments and everything else.
Hold short, runway 13, ready for takeoff.
And we're going to be safe, whatever we do.
New Brunswick ground, or correction, New Brunswick tower ready.
Flaps are at 10, gears down. Approach path appears clear. Let John, give John a good, I don't know, 10 seconds. Then I'll go behind him. In case he craps out and he needs to abort. That gives me 10 seconds of response time. 10, full, gas. Yep. Yep, looks like a little bit of a right crosswind.
256 Alpha,
All right,
runway
here we go.
3000, contact San Antonio, departure.
Runway to 3000, over to departure, 256 Alpha Alpha.
Here we go. Airspeed's alive and building. Engine instruments look green. We're almost to rotate. A little bit of right crosswind.
November 55245, New Brunswick tower, make left close traffic, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
55245, make left close traffic, clear for takeoff, runway 13. Going to be doing full contact.
Looking good so far.
61 Kilo, you can start your turn out whenever you like, sir.
61 Kilo, turn on approved. Go ahead and start that turn so I can catch up on you.
Turn now. Ready for takeoff on 13 with information. Lima, staying in the pattern.
Trim.
231 November.
Tomahawk 2381 November, New Brunswick tower.
Gears coming up.
Stand by.
We're not landing anymore. Gear is up and verified up. Let's go flaps / notch. Okay. Everything is sounding good so far. We'll come back on that RPM just a little bit. There we go, that's a good range. Got lots of fields out here in case anything dumb happens. Plenty of places to sit down.
A little bumpy here, watch out.
Tomahawk 2381 November, New Brunswick tower, make left close traffic, runway 13, clear for takeoff.
Left close traffic, clear for takeoff on 1323.
I don't know if you leveled out, but I'm starting to climb.
Yeah, I'm climbing now. I climb at 500 feet a minute though.
Alright, let's get that MP right near the top there. We got John in sight still.
November 7361 Kilo in flight. If you like flight following, San Antonio approaches 128.05. Frequency change approved. You have a safe flight.
Alright, 2805, 61 Kilo flight. Thank you, sir. Push 2805.
Alright, everything's going good. We're not in a very high climb, but it's good. I'm happy with it.
Number 6 Alpha Alpha, come maintain 7000, turn left.
I forgot we got to talk to San Antonio first. If you want, let's just head out, and once we get closer to Austin, we'll call them.
And climb maintain 7000, okay. 256 Alpha. Are you going to be coming up to my left or my right?
I'll come up on your right side.
Make a 3 contact, ran up there.
The voltage, say again?
The volts are at 22.5. Normally they're up near 24.
Keep an eye on that for sure. 360.
We'll go.
Let me know if it gets to 20. If it gets to 20, we probably need to land.
6 November Zulu, Austin Park, your radar contact.
The alternator, is that on?
About 2000 right now.
Affirmative.
2200.
6 November Zulu, roger. And you on ILS, is going to be a full stop or you want miss?
It may not be charging. We'll keep an eye on that.
And make sure the gear pump is not running, so make sure the handle's all the way up and locked. And off the departure guard.
Alright, I'm down to 21.9 volts at this point. My red light just came on. Gear is all the way up. Pump's off. Turning all the electricity off.
Turn all those fans off and see what that does.
That helps. I'm on your right side. If I pass you, just go ahead and form up on me. Passing you.
Yeah, I got you inside. Remember your gear. I can here for some reason if you lose voltage. I don't know if you know the gear position, but your gear's electrically control for the pump. So here's the sequence for the gear.
Okay, so you
pull the breaker out
right now,
and then let the handle down. So breaker out, handle down,
on this one, or you want to go
and then pump it like 35 times until you get until it's locked and you hear it.
you. Just keep an eye on me. I'm going to go straight for now. I'm still down to 21 volts and falling.
Heading 350 vector for the ILS.
Hey, why don't we go ahead and divert to San Marcos? It's right here.
Go ahead. I'm going to break off from you on the flight, and I'll call them up and land at San Marcos.
Yep, go ahead, break up. I'm calling San Marcos now, down to 21 volts and dropping.
I would slow down right now when you can, and go ahead and drop your gear while you've got electricity.
2682. Okay, that didn't work out the way we did at all. Alright, San Marcos is literally right there.
About 5 miles to the south of Skylark.
We're not charging very well.
San Marcos Tower, 7361 kilo.
Number 7361 kilo, San Marcos.
Yes, sir. We're about 4 miles to your northwest. We need to come straight into runway 13 and land full stop.
Number 61 kilo, runway 13, clear to land, wind 15012. You sound a little urgent. Are you okay?
Clear to land, runway 13. Yeah, we're doing good. Just voltage is showing that it's dropping a little bit, and I guess the amps, the alternator is not charging as it should. We are not declaring at this time. I just need to come straight into 13.
And you're clear to land, number 1.
Clear to land, runway 13, number 1. 61 kilo.
Marcus Tower, this is Centurion 4774 kilo. I was a part of that flight, but now I'm squawking 1200. Looks like I'm about 8 miles north of you at 4200. Would like to come in and land behind that other Centurion.
Put the gear down.
What's your ground speed, Jack? 130. San Marcos Tower, Centurion 4774 kilo.
Guy's not paying any attention. Alright, here we go. We're going to get up. Set up.
Centurion 4774 kilo, San Marcos Tower.
Alright, let's
Yeah,
drop
I
this
was
baby down.
in a formation with Centurion 61 kilo, but I broke off now, squawking 1200 at 4,000 feet just north of you, about 8 miles. Would like to come in and land behind the Centurion.
Centurion 74 kilo, just you can come southbound to join the final for runway 13 and proceed straight into 13. You kind of be a dog leg to final from where you are.
Alright, straight in for 13 and I'll lose some altitude, 74 kilo. And can I get a altimeter reading from you as well?
San Marcos altimeter 29993.
993, 74 kilo, thanks.
And for 61 kilo, I'm about to drop my gear. If for some reason I go no comms, I'll just, and I go on mist, I'll go right traffic full stop for 13.
61 kilo, roger.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, here we go.
61 kilo, I have you in sight and your gear does appear to be down.
Thanks, sir.
Not available.
Alright, we're at 90.
Wind check.
150 at 8.
Thanks.
A little bit of a right crosswind. Oh, a little bit of a dip. There we go. Not going to make that one.
We can make echo.
61 kilo, turn right at echo and contact ground 120.12.
120.12, 61 kilo, thanks.
Everything else felt really good. After we put the gear up and the flaps, I was watching the volts, and then after I focused on it after it dropped below 23. 19.7 volts, still dropping at minus 1.1 amps, so my amps are not positive. They were positive when we took off, that I remember.